video. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Thank you so much for subscribing and sticking around. We're gonna have so much fun for the month of July and of course for the rest of the year. My favorite part of the year is coming up. So this is my second video in my Christmas in July series for this year, and I'm so excited about this one. This has been so long awaited. A lot of you might recognize this project, but it is finally complete, ready to go. These are my altered composition notebooks, and I'm calling these Christmas planners. Okay, so before I show you all the ones that I made, I want to kind of explain to you what I mean about a Christmas planner. And I'm sure a lot of you know, but every year for Christmas, I just use like a blank notebook, or like, you know, a decorative cute one, but I just use just regular notebook paper, and I make my lists for Christmas. I make my budget, my gift list, my card list. I keep all my notes in here, and it's just kind of like a way to keep track of the baked goods you want to make, any parties you're going to attend, gift swaps, and then there's like a pocket here in the front where you could put your receipts. So there's this like really deep pocket right here. You could also just junk this up as much as you want, make it into a December daily or anything. There's also like a little pocket in the back that you can slip things into. So I love having just a blank notebook for Christmas, and that's kind of the idea behind these. So these are the ones I made, and they may look familiar. I made a few of them already for my craft fair series a couple years ago. Our craft fairs kind of fell through that year, and I never did finish the project. So I got out all my supplies. I got everything. They were all sealed in an airtight container in my craft room, still fresh and brand new, and I finished a bunch of these, and I'll show you the other ones that I have that are a little bit different than this. So yes, I am going to be offering these in my Etsy shop with some other goodies. It's going to come like as a little set, and I'm so excited about that. So details at the end of the video for that, but I am so excited to share with you the completed Christmas planners that I've made, and then I'm even going to insert the tutorial here so you can make one. They're so easy. I've done so many altered composition books on my channel, and I have a certain way that I do it. So there's like a nice finished edge right here, and it's so simple. So I really recommend that you try my method of covering a composition book. Before that, let me show you all the cute ones that I've already made. So those are the ones I have all finished, and I'm working on this one. I'm almost done with it. I just have to add the little embellishments here, but this one's pretty cute too. And there's the back of that one. The pocket's over here on this one. So I'm almost done with that one. In case somebody doesn't want an embellished one, I have some that are pretty plain, but they're really, really cute still. And I actually love these. So these are ones if you maybe want to decorate your own, or if you just want it really flat so you can throw it in your bag. So I have this one here. And right now I'm going to insert the clip for the full tutorial on how to make these. So this is the book that you're going to need. It's just a regular composition book. You can get it at the Dollar Tree for $1. You can get it probably cheaper at Walmart and Target. I got mine. I was super lucky. I got a bunch of them for 25 cents during back to school time. So that's all you're going to need. And then here is the scrapbook paper that you will need. Before I give you the measurements, just know that you can make this using 2 pieces of single-sided 12 by 12 paper and then a scrap. So that dark green piece there is from a scrap used to make a pocket. So this first page here is 9 3/4 by 12. The strip here is 1 3/4 by 9 3/4. The pocket page is 7 1/4 by 5. And then over here, it's going to look a little weird because I need to trim this one down because I cut it wrong, but it should end up being 10 3/4 by 9 3/4. And then the little strip here is 2 1/4 by 9 3/4. So we're going to start out with the front. So put these 2 sheets here aside because that's for the back cover. And we're going to start out with these papers here. You can also put that pocket page aside as well, that dark green one. And you're going to grab your composition book. And for the sake of this video, I went ahead and covered mine with adhesive to save some time. And so I'm using score tape, and score tape is really sticky double-sided tape. I ordered mine from Amazon. It's such good adhesive, and I'm going to link it below for you in case you want to go get some. I'm running out of my 1/2 inch size here, but you can always use your ATG gun or wet glue for this. This is just the adhesive that I chose to use. Just make sure you get it all the way to that edge and then fill in the center. Also make sure you get right up against that black vinyl piece. So we're just going to cover this front page and also do the back, but let's start with the front here. I'm just going to peel off all the backs of the adhesive and then we'll get started. Now we have it super sticky, and we're going to start with our strip that measures 1 3/4 by 9 3/4. And you're going to line this up at the edge of that vinyl piece. So my tip is just to eyeball this at the bottom and make sure that you're lining it up with that bottom edge and the side where you're lining it up next to the vinyl, and then just lay it down. And it should work out perfectly. Now, these notebooks aren't exactly identical, every single one of them, so you might have to make a couple little snips here and there, but this one seemed to work pretty well. So it's very important to burnish it with your bone folder to make sure it gets in all the fibers of the notebook and it won't come up, and just get those edges really well so nothing peels up over time. So next you're going to take your main piece that measures 9 3/4 by 12. You've seen me do this on my channel before. This is the process that I used for my fall journals and a couple of other videos that I did where I wrap it around the edge. But anyways, first what thing you want to do is line it up at the bottom, right at the edge of the strip that you just laid down. And don't worry if the gap between, or like the space kind of between the strip and the big piece isn't perfect, because you're going to cover that up with like a decorative strip anyways. So that piece is the one I forgot to show you a while back, but it's very easy, and you can just use a scrap or washi tape, and we will get to that later in the video. But I'm just laying this down, lining it up with the bottom, lining it up with the edge of that piece, and then just kind of press it down. And it works out very good. It's super easy, and now you've got this notebook pretty much covered. So get your bone folder and go ahead and burnish all the edges except for that right edge. I don't want it to rip because the paper is still kind of hanging off the edge there. Okay, so now that you have that front covered, what you're going to do is turn your notebook around, and the excess here is what we're going to fold over to cover that inside cover. So what I like to do is grab my bone folder and just kind of lay this flat so you can work with it. Grab your bone folder and crease right there where the edge of the notebook meets the paper. And it'll just help you get it started to where you can fold this evenly over that cover. So then just use the edge of the notebook and your other hand and just gently bend that up so it meets that edge. You want to do this gently so it doesn't crack. Some paper does crack, but you can clean it up pretty easily. And then you're just going to fold this over that front cover, and it's going to automatically give you a nice finished edge here, and it's going to cover the inside cover for you. There might be a little bit of cracking here, but usually it's pretty smooth, and if you're gentle with it, and it works out pretty well. So once you have it like this, you're just going to finish burnishing it on the edge there now that it won't rip. And then we're going to get these corners rounded and that page adhered to the inside cover, and your front cover will basically be done. So I just covered this entire page that you're going to fold over there with adhesive. Once you have it all folded and worked, I just use my ATG gun and just fill this entire page with adhesive. It's very important to get all of the edges, just like the front cover. I gave you kind of leaves a little gap here, and sometimes you can see like that information they have on the front cover kind of showing through, but we're going to fix that later in the video with just a strip of paper. So now that we have this all covered, we need to round the corners to match the form of the notebook, because as you know, these have rounded corners. So the perfect tool for that is the Corner Chomper by We Are Memory Keepers. The 1/2 inch side matches up to the notebook perfectly. So that's what I'm going to use here. And if you have a corner rounder, just by all means use the one you have. But these are amazing. I talk about them all the time on my channel. It's one of my favorite tools. So again, I'm using the 1/2 inch side, and I'm just going to chomp each of those corners, and it's going to match perfectly. I just love how that works out. That way you don't have to worry about, you know, cutting the paper exactly to fit the front. You can do this nice foolproof process that I'm showing you, and then just chomp the corners at the end. See? Nice and rounded. So now you're going to bring in those other scraps that we put aside, and we're going to cover the back the exact same way. La da da da, oh oh, la da da da, oh oh, la da da da, making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you, baby, this year. Okay, so now we're going to work with this 2 1/4 by 9 3/4 inch strip to cover the rest of this inside cover. So we're going to make this into a cute little pocket to fit things in. And you know me, I like to cut my little notch with my half circle before we do it, but we're going to adhere that down with some wet glue, and it's going to create the fully covered inside cover. So I'm going to take my little circle, I think it's a 1.5 inch circle, and just go like 1/3 of the way down. And you see me do this a million times. Do a little notch so there's like a little pull tab right there for the pocket. And then just take any wet glue and glue all the 3 sides. I lost some footage, but I just glued all 3 sides and then left that top side exposed, of course, because it's where the pocket forms. And that's how you cover the back inside cover. It's super easy, and you've seen me do it before. So now we're just going to finish this off and round those 2 corners. And your notebook is pretty much ready, and all you have to do is decorate. The corner chomping is like my favorite part because that means you're all done and it's all adhered. Look at how good this looks. I love the look of it. And this is where that little scrap that I was talking about comes in. It's just going to finish this front cover off so nice to get it ready for our embellishing. And for this one, here I used a little strip of the scrapbook paper, but I think for this, I'm just going to use a strip of red. I think that's going to pop so nice. It's going to match the little berries on there, and it looks so good up against that mint green color. So again, this is what we're working with, just showing you an example there. And so you basically just simply add adhesive to the back of your little strip and then glue it down. So the strip that I'm using measures 1/2 inch by 9 3/4. Hi guys, so it's Amber in current day talking right now. So this is the part of the tutorial that kind of cut out, and So you see me gonna put the pocket in, but it doesn't finish because the camera, this is my old camera, it cut out. So as you know, I love my little notch right here, and then you glue the two sides and the bottom with wet glue, just like that, and put it in there. So not all of the composition books are going to need a strip on the side. You'll see me doing one on this one because you can see a little bit of the little chart in the background, but not all of them are going to need it. But I just show you kind of how you can fix that if you run into this. So I just took like a branding strip, a really decorative, cute one right here, just a strip of paper. It's about a 1/2 inch, and just glue that in there to cover that up.
It's just gonna be you and me, hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close, forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree, and I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols.
So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. So as I mentioned, I'm going to be listing these in my Etsy shop. So as you're watching this video, the listing is available and it should be linked below in the description. So if you're interested in getting one of these, go ahead and click the link. But each of these Christmas planners will be coming with a pack of ephemera. And so it's going to have so many goodies in here. They're not all going to be the same. As you can see, I have so many of these made up. And they all have the same elements, but their designs and colors vary. But I will tell you, most everything in these packs is from the Merry Days collection. And I have, again, so many of these made up. So I'm not sure if you're going to get to choose which one you get or if it's going to be a random selection. I'm not sure how I'm going to set that up yet, but I do want to show you what's in the goodie bag. So again, each of these are going to come with a bunch of awesome things from the collection. And my sister Bree and I really took our time putting these together, and we love everything in here. And again, this collection is very hard to get your hands on. So I totally stocked up when it first came out, and I'm excited to share it with everybody. So first of all, you get a full washi tape, and it's going to be from the Merry Days collection. So it's just going to be like a random choice. It comes with a bunch of embellishments, so a big chipboard piece and some smaller chipboard pieces. And then it comes with a ton of die cuts. So I'll kind of lay the ones out that this one has. So again, all these ephemera packs vary. Here's another chipboard. And you get, like I said, a ton of these die cuts. And these are the cutest die cuts ever. They're all from that Merry Days collection. And they're so cute. So you can decorate up your pages inside the notebook. Here's another really pretty one. And then it has these tags. This is a journaling card with like some glitter around it. So pretty. Comes with a bunch of different stickers. So here's a little cluster of stickers along with these. Here's another die cut. Some more stickers. These are puffy shaker stickers and they're really cute. Some word stickers, which I love for these composition books. And then a ton of paper. So these are like some cut aparts. So if you get one of the plain ones, you can use these to decorate the cover. And they are double-sided. And then they come with these beautiful Merry Days card and envelopes. So here's this card, and that one, and this one. And this one here is actually like you can punch this out, and it's a die cut, and then it has the shape of an ornament. I don't know if you can make that out, but it is like a punch out card. And then you get the envelopes that go with the cards. Each of these little ephemera packs comes with a Papermate flare, and they're all different colors. And then there's some 6x8 paper samples as well. So these are fun to make punch outs or make little flippy pages inside your composition book. But they're all double-sided and they're all adorable. Look at this one. That one's not double-sided because that one's embossed and glittered. And then this cute coffee one. So again, these ephemera packs each come with the composition book on my Etsy listing. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I have so many more Christmas videos coming up for the month of July. It's going to be so fun. And again, I have my Etsy listing below for these little bundles, and I'm so excited. So it's never too early to start prepping for Christmas, and it's just going to be right around the corner before we know it. So I love getting nice and organized, and these are perfect for that. Thank you again for watching, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and stay tuned for the next Christmas in July video. Bye!
Making our Christmas memories. Yeah, seize all the good times with you.